you can see that this is an angle of elevation problem again because it has this word angle of elevation in it. It says a building's shadow is 136 meters long and the sun is at an angle of elevation of 60 degrees above the horizon. Find the height of the building. So the first thing I'm going to do is draw a little sketch. And that's what I want you to do too. I want you to consistently draw sketches for these. You'll find that it's much easier. So the building's shadow is 136 meters long. So that's how far, we're going to say this is 136 meters. We want to know the height of the building. You can draw some windows in the building. How about that? Okay. Looks like just the top stories have windows. Okay. So the sun is at an angle of elevation of 60 degrees above the horizon. So if the sun is shining, wherever the sun is shining from, likely back here, right? Okay. So here we got the sun shining, but the deal is this. What you need to see is that the angle of elevation is 60 degrees, okay? So that's the important information, and you know it's angle of elevation, so it's going from the horizon to here. Now you can just use your trig functions to find the height. Notice that if you're shooting from this angle, right, that's the opposite. H, the height of the building, is the opposite over this adjacent piece right here. So that means we're going to use the trig function of tangent. Tangent of 60 is equal to our unknown h over 136. Now we can cross multiply. We get 136 times the tangent of 60 degrees. Leaves us with height isolated. Enter this into your calculator. And it says, leave your answer in radical form. Well, that's a bummer because the calculator isn't going to give this to us in radical form, which means that we're going to have to adjust a little bit because we know this is 60, we know this is 30, this is 90, which means that we have our reference triangle, which is a 1 here and a square root of 3 here. So we can set up a proportion, but you know how to do this. Remember, it's if you know this piece, so it's this leg times the square root of 3 will give you this dimension right here. So this leg times the square root of 3 will give you this dimension right here. So it's 136 times the square root of 3. Okay? Now what I want you to do, just to verify that you can also use the tangent function here, is enter this into your calculator and see, is that equivalent to what you got here? It certainly should be. And you need your units as meters. So the building is 136 times the square root of 3 meters tall.